One of the best, if not the best way to eat fried shrimp is shrimp tempura. It's so delicious, battered, fried, crispy, salty. If you're not a fan of shrimp, well, see ya, get off this video because this is all about shrimp. I'm also gonna show you one way you can use it. You could dip it in sauce, just eat it straight up. But my favorite way to have it is with sushi. Just a really nice roll. Sushi, avocado, cucumber, spicy mayo. Simple, but delicious. Let me take you on this journey. Let's turn up the heat. The first thing you need to get started, because it needs to cook and cool, is the sushi rice. All I'm gonna pour out is about 1 cup of rice. And now all I'm gonna do is under cold water, wash this rice. What you're looking for is for this water running down here to be completely clear. Now in the beginning, that water runoff is gonna be cloudy. You want it to be clear because that means all the excess starch has run off. You wanna wash off that excess because if you leave it, that rice will become too gummy and too chewy. Now once that water runs clear, you're all set to bring it over to your pot. And for every cup of dry rice, use 1 1/4 cups of water. Just give it a quick mix, turn your heat on. Let this cook until the water's all soaked up, and once it's soaked up, keep the top on and let it rest for about 15 minutes. Bring in a bowl and just move this rice out of this hot pot. Every sushi rice has to be properly seasoned. I'm gonna season it with a nice seasoning. My seasoning's really simple. It's already pre-made. It's just a seasoned rice vinegar. Mild and sweet. It's just the rice vinegar with a little bit of sugar. You can get some mirin. You just wanna bring some nice acidity to that rice, and about 1 teaspoon of salt. And now you just need this to completely cool so you can spread it out onto your nori. Starting with those little shrimpers, go ahead, check if they're deveined. If they're not, along this back rounded side, there's gonna be the poop chute or the digestive tract. The inside, once you take these legs, you will see that there is another line right there. That is not a digestive tract. That is actually part of their nervous system. So you can leave that. It's completely edible. It's not gonna hurt you. And now once they're all nice and clean, all you're gonna do, if they have a dirty tail, flatten out their tail, take the back of your knife and simply clean it up a little bit. Now a shrimp has a natural curve to it. As you can see, it's curved. I can't really straighten it out without breaking the shrimp. So what you're gonna wanna do is take that shrimp and on this underbelly, to loosen up that muscle, just make small incisions just on the surface, nothing too crazy, up to the tail. It should start to loosen. Now go on the side, now on the back, and now you should be able to completely lay your shrimp flat out, just like that compared to this. Now I know it's a tedious task, but if you want that classic straight tempura shrimp, that's what you gotta do. This batter is the most important part. Start with 1 egg, scramble this bad boy up until completely homogeneous. And now to that egg, we're gonna be adding definitely did not shake that up. That was not intentional. I was trying to get the, you know, like the psst. All right, let me clean it up. Now it's open. Now we can add it to the egg. Add 1 cup of your club soda. Bring in your dry ingredients. Add 1 cup of flour and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Add the dry ingredients and simply add them to the wet. Now we're just gonna combine these ever so slightly. Don't over mix. Now we're just gonna add a handful of ice cubes to this batter. I'm adding those ice cubes just to really ensure that it stays cold. But once that batter's ready and that oil's hot, it's time to fry. Once that oil is around 350 degrees, drop your little shrimpers into your batter. Go straight in. Now what you can do is take your fingers, drop them into that batter, and then just kind of drip them over the shrimp. It's going to add a different texture, and it's going to add what you're used to when you get that classic tempura. Once they're completely fried and they've reached 145 degrees internal temp, go ahead, get some of that oil off, and transfer them to a wire rack. Make sure to always salt your foods straight out of the fryer. Now the best time to eat shrimp tempura is hot out of the fryer. Well, maybe not exactly right out of the fryer. Give it a couple minutes, salt it, put some seasonings on it, or just eat it straight up. That's how I like it, just like this. Couple minutes out of the fryer. Look at that beautiful, beautiful shrimp. Super crunchy, salty, delicious. Now I can only think of one better way to eat that, and you're in luck, because I've got 2 shrimp that are about to go in to a shrimp tempura roll. Let me show you how to do it. This sushi doesn't get more simpler than this. Cucumber, avocado. Get down to the pit, wrap it around, and separate. For the cucumber, all we're gonna do is take a little less than half, nice thin strips. If you're gonna roll some sushi, you're gonna need a bamboo rolling mat. Now you're probably thinking, wouldn't rice get stuck in there? If you're not thinking that, you should be. There's a simple fix for that, and that's gonna consist of my best friend, plastic wrap. Fold it over, and now you're ready to wrap. All right, we've got a nice little POV shot of the layout. Avocado, cucumber, shrimp tempura, sushi rice, spicy mayo, nothing special. Just some Hellmann's spicy mayo. Might not be authentic, but who cares? A little bit of water for the fingertips and a nori sheet. First thing you're gonna do, wet the tips, grab some rice. Now you can do a classic nori on the outside or rice on the outside. I like doing the rice on the outside, so I'm going to flip this over, load your shrimp directly in there. Now take some cucumber, some avocado, spicy mayo. I would normally roll it this way, but for camera's sake, I'll roll it backwards. If I was standing on this side, I'd roll it. Once you connect that edge to this bottom side, give it a squeeze, roll, squeeze, should be a little left, finish the roll. Once it's there, squeeze, pack, unroll. Right there is a perfect little tempura sushi roll. What more could you want? I showed you how to make perfect shrimp tempura, showed you what you could do with it. There are so many other things you can do with it, but this right here is my favorite. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, filming, eating, doing all this for you, give it a big fat thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.